Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with our zombie pinup tutorial. This makeup is already like regular makeup I had on from an event today where I went to a beauty class. So I'm actually just kind of leave it as is and just add to it. So this is the first step, is the pinup look. So, you know, you can go as pinup as you want. I think the key to pinup makeup is a strong brow along with strong eyeliner and a red lip. So you can kind of do your eye makeup however you want. Usually it's not anything crazy. I'm just going to keep this neutral smoky eye. First what I'm going to do is take any dark brown shadow. This is from my Graftobian matte shadow palette. And I'm just going to emphasize my brow. Just because they had some really strong brows back in the day. So I'm just going to fill it in and try to get a really rounded shape. Okay, so the brow is pretty thick. It's a little bit thicker than usual, but it's okay because this is really just like an all out there look. And now what I'm going to do is just take some liquid liner. This is L'Oreal Art Liner, and do more of an obvious wing line. I already have a copper shadow on my lid along with like some dark smoky browns. You can do anything you want on your eye. Just kind of keep it in the neutral family. Okay, as you can see, I did more of a strong wing. On the bottom, I'm going to open up my eyes a little bit more and take a white Graftobian pencil and stick that in my waterline. And then underneath, I'm going to take the same dark brown that I used on my brows and just kind of bring it back underneath. Like I said, do your variation of a pinup look. I have a pinup tutorial already. There are a million out there on YouTube. Just from a strong liner, strong brow. Like I would do like a white on the waterline. And yeah, so now I'm going to go ahead and work on the rest of the face. Right now I just have on regular foundation. I'm going to add a thicker layer though. I'm going to use my Sedona flat top buffer brush because it offers a really quick way to get coverage and just really get the foundation in there. And you'll notice that I'm really just focusing on one half of my face because I'm going to make the other side the zombie side, so I'm not really worried about that side. Okay, so now I'm going to do a quick contour. I'm just going to use this deeper foundation. This is called Sienna from Graftobian. And I'm going to use it to just kind of really quickly buff in a contour. And this is my Dome contour brush from Sedona Lace. Okay, just a really quick contour. And then I'm going to do a really quick highlight as well. I'm going to use Bombshell from Graftobian as well, lighter. And I'm just going to use my finger and pat it on underneath my eyes. Okay, then I'm just going to take a Graftobian translucent powder and I'm just going to set it really quick. I'm going to use my jumbo fan brush from Sedona Lace because it's really quick and easy. And then I'm going to go ahead and add a blush. Let's stick with something kind of just feminine and flirty. I'm going to use this one right here, which is called Velvet Peach. And I'm going to use, again, the Dome contour brush. And really concentrate it on my apples and my cheeks because this is the lifelike side of my face and I want to get a nice amount of color on there to show that this is the cute living side of the face. I'm not going to add too much shimmer because this is a pinup look and they didn't really do high shimmer back in the day. So now let's go ahead and get to the scary stuff. So this is the wound that I'm going to be applying to my face. It's the Cinema Secrets Wuchi Open Wound. So I'm going to place that on my cheek. So it's pretty much the exact same steps as the Broken Bone tutorial where I show you how to apply the latex appliance. So make sure to watch that video because I'm not going to go into it in as much detail since I already kind of did a tutorial on it. Now what I'm going to do is take, again, liquid latex and paint the edges, and I'm going to pour it into this little disposable dish right here. So that way it makes my job a little easier. I can just throw this away after because liquid latex kind of messes up stuff when you put it on like your brushes or whatever. So I'm going to also use a disposable craft store brush. So I'm going to begin by doing really thin edges all the way around to help blend it in. And then I'm going to do a couple layers, and what you want to do is have the layers be completely dry, so you can go ahead and speed up the process by taking a blow dryer. So I'm going to do about 2 to 3 layers of this, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so as you can see, the appliance is on, and I applied 2 to 3 layers of the latex, and I actually just powdered it down a little bit with the same powder so it wasn't sticky. And I got really lucky because the edges where the fake skin is actually pretty much the same as my skin tone, so I don't have to do as much work. So before I start getting into the gory stuff, this already looks really cool, I think. I'm going to go ahead and add some more texture to my skin. If you watched my last Halloween tutorial last year, which was the half-dead zombie look that I did on my boyfriend, there are techniques where you could do the liquid latex and then you can apply paper, a little bit of tissue paper, just to kind of get textures. So I'm going to do that as well. I'm going to take, just add it to certain areas of my face, and that way I get some cool looking, like ripped textured skin. And there are like a gazillion tutorials on this, but basically you can also take glue, like Elmer's glue, and do that. I'm just going to take, this is like McDonald's napkins that I'm using, and liquid latex. So you just pretty much build layers on your skin, and then as they dry later on, you can go ahead and rip holes in them, and that will be like wounds on your face. So I'm just kind of doing different textures on top. The difference between using liquid latex, though, I noticed, is that sometimes the Elmer's glue got a little funky and overly dry, where this stuff stays like skin-like, and it doesn't kind of fall off your face. So yeah, I'm just going to leave that like that. So I'm going to have like texture on my forehead here. This side's going to be pretty clear because I want this to be my cute side. But I'm going to go ahead and take this really new cool thing, which is Graftobian FX Gelatin Kit. So what it is it's pretty much gelatin, and I got 3 colors. One's like flesh tone, that's what it looks like, it's upside down. One is like a mucus tone, and then one is a blood tone. And basically it's sitting in this cup of hot water because you have to let it heat up so it becomes more of a liquid again. I heated up some water in the microwave for like 3 minutes, and then I put this in here for 10 minutes so that's gel, like a gel consistency. And this is going to give you the ability to create really cool textures on your face. So I'm taking it out. You're supposed to test it on your wrist like you would do like baby's milk to make sure it's not too hot for your face. So it's not too hot. So now I'm going to apply this to wherever I want texture on my skin. And I'm going to apply it just using the, just kind of drop it on my skin, and then I'm going to use a spatula to help move it around. Okay, so I kind of went crazy with it, and basically what I did is I just slathered it on to kind of create texture on my face, and then I applied it straight again from the actual bottle to do like this string effect. And it's going to dry like that. It's not going to move, and it's going to be great because it's going to look like I have pulled textured skin. And I'm going to blend it into my skin with makeup because this is flesh tone, but not everybody is this color. So I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to go actually up back to this little guy right here. And I want that to blend into my skin as well, so I'm going to use the bald cap wheel from Graftobian. And it has some skin tone colors in there, and this is what I'm going to use. I'm going to get some of these skin tones out, just to kind of blend it into my skin a little bit. Okay, so as you can see, I just try to make it a little bit more skin tone-ish. It doesn't really have to be perfect because you're going to do bruising and all the other jazz. So, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the sharp end of the spatula and create a little hole. Be careful not to cut yourself. Just lift up and rip a little hole. Like that. Okay, so that's like you're gonna tuck in some blood and stuff in there. So now let's go ahead and kind of bruise yourself up, add some blood, do what you need to do. I'm gonna start with my Sedona Lace 168 palette. And I'm gonna take my little crease brush right here and I'm just gonna start going crazy with it. So now I'm going to take a synthetic brush. This is my Sedona Lace synthetic shader brush. I'm going to start adding some red in here and inside the wound, as well as inside the crevices here. And this is where the creative part comes in. So now it's your turn to just kind of go crazy with it. And it kind of looks better as you just keep adding more and more stuff to it. But remember, take a step back and kind of look in a full face mirror because you want to see, you know, what it looks like from far and up close. Also, try to blend in some of this color right here because right now it's very much not my skin tone. So I'm going to take some more of the Flesh Tone Cream Base from Graftobian, and I'm actually going to mix it with a little bit of moisturizer. This is the Oxyderm moisturizer, and I'm going to create more of a liquid effect so that way it goes onto the liquid latex really easy. So as you can see, I created more of a liquid kind of foundation by just mixing it with the moisturizer. Okay, so let's go ahead and start adding some blood and then we'll kind of come back to all this other stuff. So I'm going to use my blood gel from Graftobian because it's really liquidy but it doesn't go anywhere, which is what I like. Alright, so I'm back. I just added a few touches here and there. I threw on this burlesque wig that I got like for $2. I just pinned up the back and I tried to mess it up a little bit. You know, make it seem like I've been in a scuffle. And then I threw on this fabulous zombie housewife outfit from HalloweenCostumes.com. What I did is I also added some FX Gelatin in the blood tone, and that's this little streak right here. And the cool thing is, since it's gelatin, it's not going to go anywhere. So pretty much it's coming from this wound and it's going all the way down, and then I smeared it on my neck. I added a colored contact. You know, I didn't have an FX contact, so I added a colored one on this side right here. And then I just kind of smeared it around. So the last step that you must do is add your pinup look. So all you have to do is overdraw your lips a little bit. I'm going to use this lip pencil called Posture from MAC. And then you're going to just overdraw your lips and do a real bowed out shape. Like that. Okay, and the other side kind of has a little bit of that liquid latex on it. So that side's not going to be cute, but that's good. So you really bow it out. And then I'm going to add a red lipstick on top. This is red from Graftobian. Just going to put it right on top. And near the left side where I don't care that it looks kind of crazy, I'm just going to smear it up a little bit. Okay guys, so as you can see I'm in a different space, and it's because I finished my makeup and I'm about to have my Walking Dead premiere party, so I got everything fixed up. And I just wanted to show you like the final product. I put on my little outfit, which is, it's got like this really fun taffeta and it's all tore and it's like a housewife bloodied tattered dress from HalloweenCostumes.com. I threw on a cardigan because it's cold, but and then as far as everything else, I just kind of bladed up my face a little bit more. I added a little more blood, a little more bruising. Then of course I did the red lip, and I added a beauty mark. So this is the cute side, and then this is the scary side. So I hope you guys enjoyed my zombie housewife tutorial. I'm about to go ahead and watch the premiere of The Walking Dead in about an hour, so I'm really excited. And check out makeupbyrenran.com for a full list of products used, pictures, the makeup, and all that other fun stuff. And thanks again for watching this Halloween tutorial, and until next time, have a great night. Ciao, Bellas.